of stability.
Correct.
Whatever the issue is between the parents. Children should have an environment of stability. That is the only way that even if the parents ultimately get separated, the children will be able to handle it. If the children are shunted around, my lords, in this casual manner, the parents, both the couple was residing in Bangalore for the last 2.5 years. They are staying in one of the though money is not an issue, they were staying in one of the most well-known societies, layouts. Children were, for the last 2 years, admitted in Bangalore International School, where they were continuing to study. And after this incident, whatever, the honorable judge has not given a finding. In fact, that is why we want, because on children's overall custody, moral turpitude is a very important issue. The mother... That is not, yes.
Finally, where they stand admitted as only.
Now, my lords, they are submission. No, my lords, allow me to kindly submit. Allow me to kindly submit. Allow me to kindly submit, though my learned friend has stated this. My lords may kindly see at page 121. Kindly allow me, sorry, my lords, I'm referring to my contempt petition. I'm referring to my contempt petition.
From what is fallen from the Honorable Court, I want to make a submission, Lord, on my own.
My lords, let me make a submission.
I'm saying, Lord,
generally,
whether
we would have followed that pattern, since in family matters, courts will be more like the patria parentis.
Yes.
That
no, what I'm submitting is slightly different. What I'm submitting is, they were, after all, 8-9 months ago, they were together, my lord. One attempt at mediation in Goa, my lord, may work. That's my feeling, Lord. As an individual, I'm speaking, Lord, not as counsel. We have not sought instructions, but my feeling.
It was attempted and failed.
No, my lord, I don't think
attempted.
So. No mediation ever took place.
It has not been attempted.
Would like to.
Is it not? What's the...
My lords, we have always been open to any conversation to discuss the welfare of the children. There is no difficulty in having any conversation. But my lords, let the children be brought back. This is happening as a contempt, that the children come back to their school, resume. I want to show my lords. My lords ask the question, where are they studying?
For mediation, we can call the children also.
My lords,
speak to the children.
My lords
have little idea of child psychology.
My lords can
also.
certainly do that. My lords, in parents' patria, my lords are well aware. My lords have to look after the welfare of the children. My lords, what has happened from 1st December, is that despite me having orders in Goa, in Bangalore, I have not been allowed to take the children. Interim orders have been passed. I'm not allowed to even speak to the children. From the last 1.5 months, my lords, I'm barely speaking to the children on the phone for 3 or 4 minutes every day. Ultimately, this will amount to tutoring the child away from me. Unfortunately, that should not be done. But when the children don't have access to the other parent, and one parent completely, my lords, this is ultimately the children are being harmed.
You go to your house here?
Yeah, in Goa, yes.
In Bangalore?
Bangalore, she doesn't have. She was
How long
living,
you stayed in Bangalore?
not from 2009, 2015 up to 21.
So Bangalore is a familiar place
21.
to you.
In 2021, the couple shifted to Bangalore.
First time.
Yes,
Shifted
up to
from?
2000, from 2015 to 21, they were living in Goa. Children were born in Goa. Her parents lived in Goa, his parents also lived in Goa.
Even now, his parents live in Goa.
Our impression is, not information is that they are in Goa only.
They are here.
They are residing in
They are
Bangalore.
here. They're residing with him.
Which date the parents came to Goa, the Bangalore?
To Bangalore. Just go ask.
And why? Because son is employed.
Son is employed. Both are retired. Parents are both retired. Parents are staying here with him.
Since how long parents
I'll
have been
just-
staying here?
No, but just find out when they came.
Question is pointed.
When they came, my lords asked.
When they shifted their residence
To Bangalore. I will just.
and what is their background?
My lords, his father is a retired army officer.
Army officer,
And for 25 years, and his mother was a principal of a school,
school.
and she is also retired.
Ah.
So, my
Came to
lords,
Bangalore when?
when they came. They,
No, when the father.
when did the parents, one minute, I'm sorry. My lords, they came in November last year.
November,
Yes,
after,
before this.
before she left.
Yes, before. In fact, before she left, they were here. In fact, I just want to clarify, on 1st, she left on 26th alone, without children. On 1st, she comes back, takes the children when the mother is there alone. Mother and father are there. The husband is at work, and the parents were very much there.
Do they own a house in Goa?
They don't own. They just have some rental.
Parents do not?
No,
own?
no, no.
No.
Her mother owns a house.
Huh?
Wife's mother owns a house, because wife's mother's side is originally from Goa.
Where they own their house? Because you said 25 years he was in army service.
Huh.
Really, they will have that benefit. Let him, he must have, he must have had.
My client's mother has given some land to the son-in-law also, gift deed. That was, of course, at a time when.
They don't have a owned property. They stay in rented properties.
They don't have any property in Goa?
No,
No
no,
property.
no, they don't. In fact, my lords, maybe my lords are asking that if she were to come back with the children, my lords, my lords asked about the education. The education, children are admitted here. In fact, at page 121, both their admissions are there, if my lords may just see. In Bangalore International School, that admission is continuing. Their academic year goes on to first week of June. Let their academic year not be disturbed. The submissions that they are admitted in Goa, my lords, my humble submission is it's wrong. It is, in fact, they have got some admission for the next year, and they have in fact started proceedings to my school to ask for a TC, which they have not got because they have
Correct.
continued.
Understand. What is the cause of estrangement?
My lords, for us, for the husband, the only cause of estrangement is that incident which happened. There was no cause of estrangement. They were living here. 25th was her 24th. One day before was her birthday. They, as a family, celebrated the birthday together. 25th night, this incident happens. 26th morning, she leaves. 26th early morning, my lords. Kindly for a moment, one moment, page 136. I will not take more than 2 minutes. Kindly see page 136 of my contempt petition. I'm referring just to my contempt petition. At page 136, after the 25th night incident, my lords.
They married in which, how long they have been happily married?
My lords,
2015.
my lords, about
2015.
7, 8 years, yes. About 9 years. About 9 years. My lords, kindly see page 136. On 26th early morning, after that incident has happened, the call and chats with that gentleman's father, who also happened to be an army officer and their neighbor. My lords, I will not read out, but my lords may read from the 4th or 5th line, where the petitioner is Shardul. He is messaging the father of that gentleman. I don't know if an apology cuts it, given your son was so and so. He says, I understand. And then kindly see at 9:03 a.m. he says, we are also very disturbed. Could we meet and speak? Can we meet? The father of that army officer, in fact, admits it.
Father, is he an eyewitness to admit?
I'm sorry. No. He not admits it. He was obviously not an eyewitness. But he's
responding to your...
Yes. I'm only producing this to so that immediately I contacted him because he was our neighbor and we knew him very well. Then he says, can we meet at your place somewhere? Then they met. And they also had a discussion where the parents apologized for what heinous incident had happened. Then can I briefly call you first, my lords? Then maybe till the half of the page. Then my lords may see page 138. I have a chat with my wife's mother at page 138. At page 138, about the 10th line, 2611, again on the neck, immediately at 12:52. That is the night of late night on the same day, 138, my lords. At about the 10th line, the time dated 12:52.
Father of that person.
Yes.
Your client knows each other.
They know each other because they are all neighbors. They are living. He's an army officer. He's living with his son, and they are neighbors in the society. And I know his son, who's barely 20 years old, and I find him in that situation. And my lords, kindly see at page 138, I call my mother-in-law, who is the respondent's mother, and message her. And there I say about the 10th line. She says, she's not even taking her mother's call. And then her mother says, put her in the first flight out and send her after that incident has happened.
It appears that this is the only incident which precipitated.
For us, this is the only incident. In fact, after this incident, 25th night incident happens. She locks herself in the room after she's found. Next day morning, she leaves everybody and goes. And she takes her ticket and leaves. That is the incident, nothing else. And then, my lords, may kindly see at page 208. Page 208. That is the only incident. At page 208, she books a one-way ticket for herself, just one person, and leaves for Goa. At page 2112, she comes back. And my lords, if that is the only incident, my children cannot be subject to that. She may, if she decides to do whatever she wants, my children cannot be subject to that. Children are studying here. Children have a stable home. And children, in light of that stability, the interim order is passed. If that interim order has to be heard on merits.
On the photographs produced by you.
Yes.
4 children are seen. Who are they?
Other 2 children?
There must be the neighborhood children, my lords.
No, just we want to know.
Yes, no, there are only 2 children. In fact,
We have seen 4 children.
my lords may, just wondering which page my lords were referring to. I will clarify. Could my...
The neighbors' children.
Neighbors' children.
Then in the community, my lords, the neighborhood, the children are well set in the locality. My lords may tell me the page I can then. In fact,
Your client's parents also are in Bangalore only.
yes, they're living in the same house. They're living in the same house. My lords, the children have to be brought back and handed over. My lords, I have also filed a writ if this family court interim order has to be re-examined. Then even my issues on moral turpitude and all those conditions I have raised, that even visitation, can it be given in light of these moral allegations, which are serious to children? And so my only submission, in fact, my lords, I gave the judgment of Lord Denning just because my lords also,
Already many times.
yes, my lords, the only issue is ultimately first the contempt has to be purged. Both the writs, I will give my writ also. They can be heard either with my lords or the jurisdictional court. We are in my lord's hands. But the contempt first has to be purged. Children have to come back. They are not studying anywhere. They have an enrollment here.
How is their progress card in Goa school?
They have not been enrolled. Can I just show my lords the documents submitted by them? Kindly see the application.
Produced?
Going to school. Yes.
No,
You
the
can-
progress card of the children in the school. Do you have that progress card with you?
No, don't mix me.
It's 4 weeks onwards, they are going to.
Just now.
January 24, my lord. is the event.
Not January.
Can I just show my lords the IA filed by me, because these are documents produced by them in the Supreme Court. The IA number 2, because none of that is produced. My lords may just see the IA number 2, page 115.
For what purpose?
To show the school. My learned friend says that from 1 month they are in school. In fact, they are not, my submission is their own documents. They have shown a fee document which says that the fee is for the academic year of the next year, 3rd standard and 2nd standard. My lords, the new academic year is not started. My academic year is continuing, even though in Goa, maybe the academic year, their start date may be different. They have, in fact,
What is the-
initiated proceedings in Goa.
What is the standard of that school in Goa?
This is one of the best schools in Goa, and they have been going to the school from past 4 weeks. I can produce
The fees, I don't want to go on the fees. My fees were, I'm
Which
sorry,
permits us to.
sorry, apologies, madam.
I can
Apologies.
produce the attendance record.
Huh?
I can produce the attendance register.
How long they studied in Bangalore earlier?
Milords, 2 years from past.
2 years?
Yes,
they have studied.
2021. They were admitted in Bangalore International.
What your client is doing in Goa now?
Because earlier she was prevented from working. So she used to bake, and she has done a lot of cookery classes and everything. She used to bake and earn her this thing and contribute also to the family. The same thing she's been doing there. And they come predominantly.
In Bangalore also cooking classes are taken
Yes, that same thing she's continuing
in Goa.
Goa.
It's not an employment. It's
No,
an
she's-
avocation.
Correct, yes.
Okay,
They
that can
basically
be,
come from
no,
the-
we are just exploring all possibilities. Just the things which you are doing can be done in Bangalore also. Just we are asking.
I understand. In fact, no. I'm sorry. The
Yeah.
children were born in Goa, admitted to a school in Goa before they came here. And the information that is provided is the respondents, that is in my petition. The father's parents still live in Goa. And petitioner's parents also, that is in my petition. The girls and the father,
Yeah.
yes, the parents still live in.
It's all right. But for 2 years, children were in Bangalore only.
They're in back, yes,
And it's all after 26th November,
yes.
these things happen.
Yes. They have been admitted to the next standard already, and they're going.
To ensure that
No year is
that
lost.
your case becomes stronger by taking longer period of academic admissions.
She didn't want them to
You
miss
would have
out
taken
on.
it for one. Generally, perhaps most of the children, they are the members of the bar will be having for 1 year admission. Generally, that is done. That we understand. So we want to know. We have to derive as to why all this is done by employing our common sense, experience, etc.
This thing, Milords, there, the academic year starts in March. Here it ends in, I think, May.
March.
No, May.
May.
It ends in April or May. It ends here. There it starts in March. So that is how she could get them admitted, and they have already started.
When father got the admission in July 2023, when everything was smooth, and with effect from which date children were going to Bangalore school?
Date and
I have it, my lords. Because I have produced the school admission, it is, my lords, from July. The academic year started in
Bangalore schools, not normally. the
July
international
23.
School starts in the month of July. The academic year begins July and they end by end of February or March. Then they
No,
have a 2 or 3 month
No,
break.
this
in their
ends
brackets.
in first week of end of May. I'm sorry, that is a wrong submission. The father knows the children's school dates. They started in July. It's going to end in May. And in fact, I think this is a different board. This is an international board. Whatever admission they have got in Goa, which has not even started, is a different board. It's a local board. And from the last 2 years, from the start of the 23 academic year, they were in Goa. I mean, in Bangalore, studying.
You would prefer to meet and mingle in these holidays along with the children?
Yes, but can we meet? There's no difficulty. They can meet, certainly they can meet.
My lord, the children still have school. Children still have school here. School here.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, consecutively 3 holidays.
Let her bring the children.
Friday is celebrated
Let
more
her bring the
pompously in
children.
Goa
Yes.
than in other states.
Let her bring the children here.
Then we would like to see the children
Please, ma'am.
on Monday.
Please.
Monday.
So Monday you might have to.
But let them come over the long weekend so that the father can have the children. Let them come on Friday.
That is what we are trying. to
Exactly.
suggest.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that benefit is given.
That is what we are trying. to
Grateful, my lord.
suggest.
Grateful.
Lots.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like my lord has now said,
Please.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 consecutive holidays. Let children come back to Bangalore. Let children spend time with the father. No allegation against the father at all. Purely except this one mega incident, if at all it has happened, we do not know.
There's an affidavit filed by the gentleman, ma'am.
Which who will say that I'm only just I'm saying this.
No, but some background is explained also.
These things happen always. We understand that also, but we cannot go by just by the affidavit of that gentleman himself. He will say that nothing has happened. Maybe nothing has happened also, we do not know. We have to process everything in the light of the contemplation and other things, and the papers are also bulky. No, absolutely no allegation against the father. Not even one single allegation. All this happened only post 26 November 2023. And children were also here only. But it's not that we are saying anything else. For 3 consecutive days, children can be with the father, and father's parents are also here only, we are saying. And if, will you permit the wife also to reside 3 days in the same house?
Yes.
With all honor,
I'll just take instruction.
security,
I'll-
safety,
I'll
with
take
respect.
Ready to stay with.
But we'll ask her also.
Just
if she's
one
ready and willing. Yes.
One minute, we'll ask him. We'll ask him. Just wait.
Full security, safety,
And I'll just,
honor.
I'll check because let it not be.
Yes.
If a mother accompanies her, if it's okay, ma'am, she would like to feel comfortable with
That's all.
close family.
Whether your client has any objection to go and stay with the, in the house where everything will be assured by them, so that you can be around with the children only. Or in the alternative, you can stay back and they will make arrangement for your stay, maybe in a 3-star hotel.
I shall accept.
And you can have a interaction, intermittent interaction with the children if she is so much, because there is nothing like that. The whole case, this only reminds me of what BVG said, Badukella Bedekata appears to be that way. Anyway, this has
Yes,
happened
I'll
that way. But certain things happen in life. They happen in life that's how.
No, one second. may I just make a submission on that point? He is not comfortable to have her in the house, but what he submits is that either she can stay, there are places in that same apartment layout or in another place. And if she cannot stay, he will make an accommodation arrangement for her. If she's having any difficulty, he can definitely make some nearby accommodation
Only
arrangement.
the Friday, Saturday, my lord
Yes.
has said.
Ultimately,
Friday,
for 3
Saturday,
days, she should
Sunday.
have a place to stay.
One day, my lord and myself will be, perhaps, will be able to spend some time with the children so that we can ascertain
Yes.
their wishes also.
Yes.
This one.
Because
At
there have
the
been
same
other,
time,
yes,
At the same time, this is, kindly consider this aspect also. That sometimes, which Shakespeare said, there is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to the fortune. There is a tide, and Byron said, there is a tide in the affairs of women, which taken at the flood leads on to a place where only God knows where. In between these two stanzas, sometimes these things happen. It's not that we are saying anything in justification of allegation. We do not know. It's only allegation. We have not formed any opinion. And the kshama